In there for 3 minutes. 3 minutes in a box of fire.
She's had no memories for 3 months, other than those you've given her.
There's a new world coming.
I look at myself in the mirror, and I don't even know who's looking back at me.
And it's just around the bend.
Whatever you're going to do it now.
There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend.
What is up, everybody? What is going on? Bigger Ford Entertainment and Jenn The Teacher. We are here to watch this episode of Silo, watching it just as it drops. But Jenn, tell the people where they can find you real quick.
What up, everybody? You can find me on Nerdy AF. I'm 1/4 of that team. You can also catch me on Sci-Fi Vision and Unreal Cinema Therapy, but most important, right here on Bigger Ford Entertainment.
Absolutely. And just to let you guys know, Jen's seen The Odyssey, and she said it's great. So make sure y'all go check it out.
Go check out The Odyssey. It is epic. If you were around and went and saw Gladiator in the movie, you will understand it, and it's that much better.
Absolutely.
Go catch The Odyssey for sure.
Hey Monique, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. Anybody in there that wants to click on the link, they can click on the link and watch this episode with us. I think it's going to be a really good episode, and we are going to start it just now. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yep.
Ooh. Do we see Lucas this episode?
They are mentioning him right now. I thought they'd bring him up a little later, but they're mentioning him and they focus a lot, so it's possible.
It's possible.
He's definitely coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I was thinking more like episode 4 or 5. I thought they would need to show a couple things. We'll see.
Before they got to him?
Yeah. Not necessarily, but I would think they would.
So when they do get to him, we get some answers about where he's been, or do we have to wait?
I'm not sure which direction the show's gonna go. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
They could play it because like right now in the ship there's no Juliet and what's going on, so I'm not sure what direction they're gonna take it just yet.
I got you.
I wonder if you're gonna be right about him. We'll see how they play him.
Well, you guys said in the book no, right? But the
No,
show might be a little bit different, so we'll see. But
right.
huh.
Oh, Pet Cemetery. Love this dude.
Me too.
Hmm. I do like the casting. I will say
Yeah.
that. That
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
spot fucking on, even for the book. Spot on character. He doesn't have to say anything I already know. Fucking snitch.
you know.
I heard you took Lucas Kyle somewhere. You need to shit.
I think it was have a conversation or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why lie?
I know.
Bro, why? I don't understand why people lie so much.
For real. And there's no reason to, right? Because they're
Right.
on the same page.
Exactly. Like you're not in like a survival situation. Why are you lying? Why be with him if you gonna lie?
Facts. He knows. Mm-hmm.
Why you got them Fatima lines all up and down on him?
See, that's how they get you. Yeah, I'm okay, and they give you a kiss and make you think everything is okay.
Word.
Nah.
She sees the bandage.
Yeah.
Shit. He told her to wear long sleeves.
Facts. Cutie.
Yeah, right? Look at those cheeks. Don't start changing your actions.
For real.
Liar. Grab her arm.
There we go.
There you go. Hmm. Ooh. Take me. Take me there. Hmm.
Interesting.
Mm. Guilt tripping robot.
Yep.
Like that subtle threat, seriously. She knows what safeguard means.
Yep. Yep. That toxic gas goes out the silo, kills everybody. But I don't know. I'm kind of hoping she has a change of heart. I know you guys know the book, and I don't want to know if she does.
Well,
But
remember, she's not in the book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Camille's not in the book. So, like, that's what I mean. She's a wild
Ah,
card. So,
I
like,
got
reading
you.
her facial expressions, I feel you. Like, she looks like she doesn't want to up her dosage. She thinks
Mm,
that if you lose your memories, you lose yourself.
yes.
She's not counting on Juliet being that 10% that no matter what your personality is, what it is. I don't believe that,
Hmm.
but that's what the algorithm has deduced, correct? And it
Yes.
presents her.
Yes.
So, yeah, this might be where, like, she's done everything on her own. She's manipulated and connived and worked her way to where she is. If you took away her memories, like, she fought so hard for that. She doesn't know if she'd be able to do that just off of personality because she made herself do that, right? She
Hmm.
taught herself to do that. So if you erase that from her, she would lose her identity, and that's how she's reviewing it as.
I like it. Okay. She may be able to redeem herself. She
It's
might.
possible. It's a possibility. We've seen many great, like, if you watch the 100, think about, like, all the people that were bad and manipulated but came out, like, by the end of this, you know what I mean? That had that
Yeah.
huge arc in the
Hmm.
100. That this kinda has that feel to it.
I got you. I knew it.
Mm.
Oh, what up, Danny? What's up, Collector? Jen said Odyssey is good, Collector, so she's right there with you, and we'll definitely be seeing that. Whatever, Danny.
The Odyssey came out today,
Yeah,
and I highly fucking recommend it. Go see The Odyssey.
I'm definitely gonna see it.
I like the storyline so much for them.
Yeah, I was just about to say road trip relationship. You know what I mean? That's how
Hell
it
yeah.
starts.
Yes. Yes, it's better than Troy.
Ooh, I like that take then. Okay.
The battle scenes alone are better. And I'm not saying I love Troy. I'm just
Me
saying
too.
this is a 3 hour. It's like it's. Mm.
Wait, that's it?
Matt Damon is.
Wow.
Remember, Troy's like one battle. I know it's 10 years, but wait till you see like the 20-year journey, like the 10-year journey. It's. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out too, Danny.
That extra hour that it's got on Troy takes the cake. Imagine if you had an extra hour of Troy. You feel me?
For real. Yeah. Yeah.
She mentions the nanotech on it. They mention it, and that's what he's gonna hear. If that's what they call it. The Great Wall. That was amazing.
For real.
It was. And I believe that shit to be 100% true.
Facts.
That Great Wall separates criteria from the China, so we won't get into dragons and shit, but let's just say that movie's probably underrated because it's got more truth than myth.
Facts.
Oh my god, I love his hair.
Yeah.
That's how Neela's hair is. I love it. My middle child.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Who the fuck is he grabbing up like that? Is he out of his fucking mind?
You know?
Have a good night, Road Wisdom. Thank you.
Take care, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Really?
I love Common,
Yeah, me too.
but he didn't have a good role. Like season 2, like it wasn't the greatest acting for him. I'll say that.
Agreed. Agreed.
He's struggling a little bit in this role.
Yes. Agreed.
He's an amazing actor, but not in this role.
I said that from season 1. I said Common's acting is really weak.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scene Invaders all still on that channel since season 1. I'm like, why is he acting like this? This is not him.
Yeah.
So out of pocket. So out of pocket.
Yeah.
The roles are so reversed right now. It's great. Is that their code word? Something came up.
You know?
Oh, please fucking talk to her. Stop being a pussy. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Stop being a little bitch.
No, you're good.
Sorry. Is that what they're calling it now? The Gap?
The Gap.
Oh, I love it. That's the old Juliet. Oh.
Facts.
This is mad selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you would, Shirley. Be Juliet. Be Juliet. Fuck yeah. Be Juliet. Chula.
Here we go.
The roles are so reversed here. It's crazy. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, that does say it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You telling him now?
Hmm.
Mm. Yep.
Hmm.
Mm.
Ooh, that's tough. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm. In other words, Common, you need to leave, Mr. Sims.
Facts.
He knows his role. That's uh
That's crazy.
and he's like the wife and she's like the man. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Facts.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying compared to what we know now
Oh
is
yeah,
more
no.
right.
Mm-hmm. And he wanted that role, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
If Juliet would have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he gives it to Juliet.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, he's not gonna be down for this play.
No.
No, he's not gonna be down for it.
He's been he's accepted being this submissive and already
Mm-hmm.
going in a different direction. If you ain't gonna give me that role, then I have to play a different one.
Exactly.
Oh, you got a super chat, dear.
Oh, I did.
Thank you.
What up, Fatal J? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Much appreciated, brother.
Gracias, couple.
Yes, Danny, they do have him on there.
Bitterness.
You know?
Give her a clue. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She knows.
She knows.
Yeah.
Jinx, you. Don't go after the cripple. Come on, man.
You know?
Word, y'all thought she was dead and she came back. Have some fucking
Facts.
hope.
Facts.
Why? Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Get there. Oh, please get through. This is awesome. I love it. That's right. This is the event that I needed you to kind of understand before we get
Uh-huh.
Lucas back. That's why I was like,
I
it
got
can't
you.
be. I
Yeah.
don't think it'd be this episode. Maybe 4, depending on how far we get here. How much time's left here?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah,
Not much. 13 minutes?
episode 4.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was doing it, Fatal. I had no idea. Mm.
Lies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that same poison. The
Yeah.
color.
Shit.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Hmm. Really, bro? Damn.
Have a flashback. Mm.
Mm.
Okay, good. Is it?
Lucas. No. It's Lucas.
Yep. That's, yep. The end of this
Mm-hmm.
episode. Perfect.
Shit.
She doesn't know yet. Come on, Kennedy. Yes. Ooh, I love this jump back to the end. I
Shit.
fucking love it.
They were being followed. Tape gone and he dead.
Yep. The girl.
Shit.
I'm telling you, that minor dude killed her.
Yeah.
Of course.
Shit. This algorithm ain't playing, boy.
I have. No.
Nah. No.
No. Yep.
Oh.
That's right. See? Yep.
Yes. You're lying.
Yep. She don't know how to answer straight.
Facts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
Let's see how she plays this because that
Oh
algorithm.
shit.
Let's see how she plays it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you think she's kind of lying to the algorithm?
I don't know if she is yet, but I think she's gonna remember her strength because, like, him asking her, like, that thing supposedly knows everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of gotten scared, and you've seen it because it kind of knows. It almost kind of reads her thoughts because she's able to put things together, and it's like, that's right. So
Mm-hmm.
she, when it asked her a question, that was a fault of it that it doesn't realize because
Yeah.
it is trying to learn something. But in asking a question, it helps her to learn that it doesn't know everything. She might not have put that together yet, but you get where I'm going with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's
Mm-hmm.
already
Mm-hmm.
a master manipulator.
Yes. Yes.
So that I'm just saying, we'll see how this goes, but because remember, she's not in the books, but there's characters that they've left out from the books that obviously must be snowballing into
To her.
making her, even though
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of split between what Sims himself does and so, if you read the books, you'll understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So she's definitely, like I've said since the beginning, and like I know I didn't know you then, but even back since she was in it, I'm like, she's a wild card because she's not really real.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the way she was being so manipulative last season, I'm like, she's gonna wind up playing a key part, and it's crazy because that's one of the creative twists that they're taking away from, taking
Yeah. Yeah.
and going in a different direction from the book. But I like it because it keeps book readers guessing when they're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen, or they start criticizing. She's the wild card, and because she pulls in traits from a couple other people that they haven't mentioned, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it keeps us guessing if you've read the books and you're like, but it
What's
could
she
go that
gonna
way,
do?
but
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
If they're sticking to books, certain things have to happen, but there's other things that could be twisted a certain way or something else can come in. At least that's where I'm seeing this can go based off of her character
I
because of
got you.
Tim's new, like he's sticking to like a certain role, I should say, and he's got feelings, like, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
he's definitely a little bit different. So those two, since his character is slightly different than what it is from the book, and she didn't exist, I'm interested to see how they're going to play this dynamic. So I'm saying it can go a couple different ways between the two of them and what they decide to do and how they bring certain things in. But I like that they finally brought Lucas Kyle back. I was
Mm-hmm.
hoping that Kennedy was going to be popping in, but
To save it.
still, I like the same thing. They're still Kennedy's people, so I get it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
still going in that kind of direction, but I guess they need to give, yeah, I like
Time
it.
to breathe. I
Yeah.
liked it too. I thought this episode was great, and I'm right there with you because as I'm thinking back, it's like that AI or whoever it is, if it's another person or AI, was pretty much manipulating her by trying to tell her what type of person she is. And when you do something like that, you get to see, oh, you know what? That's kind of fucked up. You know what I
Right,
mean? So I
right.
kind of feel like she had that look, and it's like, oh yeah, so if you think I'm such a good manipulator, then I'm gonna start trying to manipulate you.
Yes, yes, and that's why I'm like, I'm really liking the direction that this could be taking, because you saw her take it, like you saw her. They did a really good job of making sure they showed her profile, so you could see her kind of
Mm-hmm.
swallow when she was like
Yeah.
second guessing herself, and then she started to believe him, right? And then almost kind of remember, but like him asking her the question
Mm-hmm.
was, it's what I can foresee. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. Is part of the downfall to her
Yes.
realizing she does have power
Yes.
because she's looking at this like it already knows everything, and its predictions must know everything, and that's that power that it's using to manipulate her to believe him. And I think she caught on when that's what that's what it's supposed to be. When it asked her a question, she's like, wait, if you have to ask me a question, and if you notice how he asked her was not how he's asked other questions when he's already known the answer. He asked in a very much more lighter, high-pitched, like inquisitive way. You could hear it. Other times he's like, well, what do you think would happen? Like, even think about like a parent talking to a kid that already knows the answer, like, duh, what do you think would happen? Like, it's taken a different attitude and tone, right?
Absolutely.
So in this one, you can hear the inquisition, like it really was curious. And if she didn't pick it up here, she's gonna pick up, because naturally she already did. Like, kind of the way she was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do everything you want, but you could tell it's still on her mind. So we'll see. I have hope for Camila, even though I fucking hate her.
Me too. Me too. Right? Because even still, it's like, you like, oh, why did you pick me? Oh, because I'm a good leader, because I can think. And like, no, because you're a fucking liar.
Right. And I'm like, if that's not like the devil saying to you, you're a fucking perfect choice of a demon. Like, seriously, she was, she named good qualities, and I was like, no, because you're, and everything that we've been saying, she's a manipulating, conniving, double agent bitch. I've been saying that forever.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it knows her as. And she thinks she's doing everything to benefit for herself by not hurting each side and kind of playing both sides, but she's looking at it as, this is a good thing because I'm not really doing too much damage as I'm still working myself up. And it kind of smacked her with a reality check on, don't try to sugarcoat what you're doing. You're playing both sides, punto final, like that's it. It's not like, oh, well, I'm not playing them so hard that they're really hurting each other. No one's asking that. You're playing both sides, period. You're manipulating them. That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then now this machine is telling you the kind of asshole you are. You know what I mean? And someone, like, especially her, because she's not dumb, she's smart, is going to look at it and say, okay, yeah, so now you manipulated me, right? You had nothing to do with, like, the type of person I am. No, it's because I'm a liar? Okay, I got you.
Well, wait till she gets to go home and actually reflect. She'll realize that she's the one that figured out what Lucas Kyle could or could not be doing. Well, they've been looking for him this whole time. That algorithm's been dictating how she should find him, rather than thinking where could he be hiding, right?
Exactly.
And she figured it out. That shows that her, like, intuition and sense is smarter than it, but she didn't realize it at that point. Because the way it was like going at her, it was when it asked her a question. So twice does she like really have power and control over this AI that she may or may not have just now realized, but she should be realizing it. At least that's what I'm thinking, even though that character is in the book, in order to change. We'll get into season 4, I should say, for the finale.
Yes. And you're right, though, because even though we're talking about this, it can still go to the way where she's like, you know what, the AI is right, and I gotta go and try and kill Julie, right? And that's a whole new problem. So I kind of like that. I think that's one of the big things that makes it separate from the book, like you said.
When you think about it, if she gives it enough thought, she'll realize that the algorithm, even though it might seem, that it's powerful, I shouldn't say all-knowing, because I think she realized it's not at this point. It can't put in the safeguard and do anything without somebody setting it all up. Right?
Absolutely.
So she needs to realize that it's like it's it. Like, by it showing, by it pointing out all of her like reasons of why she, like, because you're a liar and you're manipulated, she's gonna realize and look at it as a reflection and realize that's exactly what it's doing, and you actually have no power unless we set it up for you. You actually are just telling us what to do. We're the ones that are doing it to ourselves. So there's a character that realized that, and I think they might be snowballing it into her. And I know that when we jumped onto Spoiler Kings, I know Brian had mentioned that, but more for the other storyline. But I think that same thing is now becoming more clear. I'm curious once Brian sees this episode what he'll say. But now that I'm seeing it, if you know more about the last book, I can see now, because I started reading it already, where the characters are coming in from that would make up a Camille. But setting it up to be Sims's spouse, because Sims is not married in the book, it would explain it's working. I like what the book. I like what whoever is writing is now doing. Now that I'm starting to see this, at least for this aspect, I can see where it's going now and mixing the two.
I got you. I got you. So you're saying there's characters that you read in the book that you could see them kind of mixed into Camille, right?
Right.
And what
Right.
they do in the book is probably going to be what Camille does, right?
Kind of. Yes. Exactly that.
I like
So,
that.
and I like it because of the way they're tying it to Sims. Though it would explain what you see in the character arc of Sims. They're doing it a
Hmm.
slightly different way, but it would make sense because it happens different and it happens different in the book, and I think this kind of draws it out with a different kind of an explanation that would make more relatable sense to
Sense.
2026 people. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that we could
yeah, yeah.
understand, because it might not. You think about the boomers and the way they treated like certain things, and when they, they would fight so hard for something and then have like an epiphany and never give accountability that they change their mind and just kind of go with something and it's like kind of overnight. They're kind
Yeah.
of shifting away from that kind of a thing. You're kind of seeing more of a progress because I think that makes more sense in the storytelling. Plus, it's more relatable for us to understand that mental shift. We talk about mental shift and mental health, and they're showing that mental shift, I think, a little bit more clearer in this aspect with certain characters. I wouldn't say you wouldn't see it in the book, but you're seeing it spread out as more significant on a character rather than it was certain other characters that kind of got halfway there, kind of a
Hmm.
thing.
And it
I'm not
makes
sure if I'm
more
explaining-
sense to
yeah.
do it the way they're doing it in the show, right?
Yes, if you like took two different characters that kind of like one just got there and one was like could have been but didn't, they had certain other qualities. If you meshed them, you're like, okay, they could have a great redemption arc now.
I got
That's,
you.
I think, what the story writers are doing. So now I really am understanding where they're going, especially after this episode and how they brought Lucas Kyle back. So I'm kind of liking it. I thought they would bring him back next episode, like I said earlier, but I still like the way they kind of did everything here. And again, the pacing of this show, of this season, I should say, much quicker than season 2. I know that was a huge complaint amongst the fandom. Season 1 had a great pacing. Season 2 definitely slowed down so much.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought that was a mistake, them breaking the one book in half. But then, the way they're doing it. But I think it's just because they didn't understand. I think they might be able to start to pull things off with certain things, I should say. I have definitely good hope and faith in what they're doing.
Absolutely. And it kind of makes sense the way season 2 was now, right? Because I remember when I watched it too, it was like you get a bunch of episodes with her in Silo 17, right? Yeah, the other
Right.
one.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
yeah.
and then you would go back a couple episodes to that one. It's like it kind of feels like like I was like, what's happening in the other Silo at this point, right?
Right.
But now when you watch this, you see you had to put all of that together kind of that way so that you could get to where you are now and get all of that stuff out of the way in last season. So I kind of understand it. you know?
Exactly. And speaking of like Helen and Daniel, I love the storyline because I feel it's definitely more relatable to like
Yeah.
people that are watching this now rather than the book where he's married. And I like this whole. I mean, everybody fucking loves true crime right now, right? All the true crime series and everything, even the podcasts, they're all huge. So setting a reporter that's a whistleblower that
Yeah.
doesn't like their job, like that makes sense to what we experience now. So I really do love this. And again, it's Donald and his wife in the book, and here it's Daniel, so he does have a name shift. And this is obviously going to become his love interest. And you see, like, it freed her up this episode. She doesn't have a job anymore. Now she can 100% dedicate herself to it. So it makes sense now because remember, it was him and his wife. Well, you wouldn't remember, but him and his wife in the book had the time to do everything together because they're husband and wife. Here, her
Right.
being freed and not having a job, it ties in perfectly so they can still do what in the book they need to. If you, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean, and what
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna find and investigate. So, like I said, it ties in perfectly. And let's be real, like this kind of like anxiety and just like all the suspense and like investigating something, it makes people hot and sex sells.
Yes.
So this is way
100%.
better than it's like, oh, my wife that was kind of like dealing with the fact that I was becoming a politician, kind of like unhappy, suddenly got her interest and is helping me because of my like it ties better in than it would in like the 1980s. Like my mom would have
Agreed.
liked if they were married. You know what I mean? Now
yeah,
no one
yeah.
wants to see that kind of old shit. We want this.
Yeah, 100%. We see them build up to the relationship
Yes.
and all kinds of stuff like that,
Yes.
right? Because, like I said, the minute we seen the road trip, I was like, okay, yeah, this is the beginning of the relationship,
Yes.
So they're going to spend a lot more time together, like you said, now that she's freed up. And then, like, I guess they're probably the ancestors of some of the people we're watching. Don't tell me if they are, but I'm pretty sure there's something like that gonna happen. So I like that. I like
Yes.
it. I like
I
the
like
way
it
they're
too.
doing
I'm curious to see. I kind of want to like I wanted to start like highlighting and bookmarking the order of where they kind of find things out, I guess, because
this.
clearly they're investigating things. And you remember, I guess I told you like the nanotechnology, it is mentioned
Yeah.
in the book. That is
Yeah.
definitely 100% sticking. And even though it was, written a while ago, like that's the
Mm.
one thing that's 100% still true. So I
Mhm.
like where they're going with something. Like I like where they're going with this because it's still holding true to the book, even though it might not be the same relationship and names, but it's going exactly where so far it should be. So I'm kind of curious to see because they involve the analog and it being a
Yeah.
cassette. That's kind of
Mhm.
true. So I want to see where they're going to go from here and how they're going to incorporate the rest. But so far, it's on point. And same thing with Lucas Kyle. Things left out, rushed a little bit, but not in the bad way. But I'm again loving that we got to see Lucas Kyle in this episode.
Absolutely. And then we're going to find out more about what he was doing and stuff like that, what happened, right? So now, okay, you read the book, you could kind of tell me this part, right? The AI that he was speaking to in the room, is that not the same AI that Camille's speaking to?
So I'm not sure how they're gonna put it into the show, but no, they're not
Okay.
they're not the same in the book.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Because in the book, just like I told you that you hear different voices.
Yeah.
I want to say it was a shit. I gotta go now. I'm trying to remember if it's the same voice between that and this. Not as far as like the show's concerned. I want to say it's a different voice because you hear many like there's many voices in the book and they're kind of more it's explained. So here they haven't explained that yet. So now I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the show. Does that make sense?
got
And I
you.
gotta
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back and remember if it is the same voice because they're not like it's a hive mind, but kind of like like all their information's coming from the same hub. So regardless of voice, there is a slight twist on it because of how they know and who they're speaking to dynamic,
Right.
but they still have the same central goal. Maybe how they get there because of their relationship with whatever person they need to manipulate to get to that goal is still like it's still the same goal. So now I got to go back because I've been really focusing on the last book. So now I can't remember because they've been talking about so many voices. I'll go back and check. I don't
Okay.
think I don't think it's the same voice.
Okay. Because that's what I'm saying. Because it's like the AI Camille is speaking to, like, you would know if you're the same one that you were talking to Lucas a couple of seasons last season, right?
Right.
So it
That's what I
seems
mean.
like
I
there's-
don't think
yeah.
it's the same voice, but they could make it in the show where that it is the same voice, but that voice told him to do something,
Okay.
and they set it up to have him killed, like Walker thing, but he decided not to listen, kind of a thing.
I got
So
you.
I'm not quite sure if it matters based on the storyline they're going on, but now I'm going to go back and double check. And I don't have any of the I only have 2 of the hard copies. The other one I'm doing audiobook on. I'll have to go back and check my like Wool is I don't even know where. I got to go find that.
Let me ask you a question before we get out of here. Did you like X-Men 97 this episode?
It was different. I personally did like it. I know they lost some people, which I wasn't expecting certain
Yeah, they
things.
did.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting certain things to go down the way it did, but I'm not mad at it. I didn't
I didn't
It
hate
wasn't what I
either.
expected, so I gotta watch it a second time. I woke up and I watched it and I was like, all right, the episode didn't look bad, but I gotta go back and really think about the way this episode plays on the comics because I'm like, things happened that I didn't think would happen and the
Yeah.
storyline didn't go the way I thought it would. And I wasn't really upset about it, but I kind of was like, huh, I didn't think I was gonna do that. I had to move on from it, so I got to go back and kind of rewatch it and kind of dissect it more. It felt different. How about you?
I felt it was quick. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
that
think
too.
that's one of the big problems I had. Is like it was everything. I guess you want to get the episode, you want to get him his adamantium, but it was just like quick, right? They went down there, boom, got the adamantium, and then right away he has it back, and I was like, I didn't hate the episode. I liked some of the stuff that they did in the episode because even when they turned him into shit, I can't remember the brood or whatever the alien creatures are.
The brute,
Yeah.
yeah, The
The
alien
Brood,
looking
right?
like thing, the Brood. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah, yeah.
references to Alien, I swear.
Yeah, exactly. So when I seen that, I was like, oh, I remember that from the comic. I remember
Me
them doing
too.
shit like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I thought that was good. And Fatal said filler episode, but it was good.
You're right. It was
Wolf,
like a filler episode. It was kind of
yeah,
off, and we knew it would be. The whole point was to get his
yes,
Antiam back, which we knew. But I don't know. Like I felt like the whole as soon as they got off the plane and got down, like from that whole point on up until like we saw like the Broods attacking was like
hmm
weird and off to me. I'm like, I feel like should be like, I don't know. It wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's exactly what you're saying. They left a bunch of. I don't know. It was just not what I expected to see happen so quick, like you said.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But a lot of alien references too, like the whole time watching
Facts.
it.
Facts. A lot of the theme kind of to the episode. I like that. I kind of like that, right? But
Yes.
when I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, we went from Age of Rise of Apocalypse Part Two, which was fire, and then a little slowdown, like right then and there, and I'm like, I don't know if that was the right spot for that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like you should have
Right.
kept the momentum going. That should have been an episode maybe before the first part of Rise of Apocalypse. I think you could have did it then and then gave us these episodes and continued on. But
Yes.
I just want to see what they're gonna go with next and how they're gonna bring it
That's the
back.
other thing. They didn't. I was really upset because they didn't have an after credits anything. I was
Yeah,
like, remember I mentioned that? I'm like, that's
yeah,
what like left us like wanting more. I'm like, why didn't you let us know what direction? Because it kind of definitely was a one-off episode to the main
yeah.
storyline. That I will
Absolutely.
100% agree with. So you didn't give us like even like a small thing after the like in after the credits could have been like what happened while he took this fucking trip. Like anything about
Hmm.
anybody else that had happened would have been really fucking like a clue. So you don't know what direction they're going in. I know we've already obviously made some predictions, but it just felt like I wouldn't say a filler episode because you need to see how he gets his NTM back. But again, episode 4, like Fatal J says, was epic. We get
Yes.
to this, like you said, it slowed us down so much, but it
Hmm.
doesn't tie anything back to where we're going now.
Yeah.
And I think I needed that tie back at
Agreed.
one moment, even if like Wolverine at the end got a phone call, like
Hmm. Hmm.
something tying it back to where we're going would have made me feel more comfortable with the series so far. But I'm loving
Absolutely.
it. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. It just was such a far left, and I haven't seen it like hook back onto the main line yet.
Hmm. I actually heard we have 9 episodes, Fatal. So that was episode 4. So I think we have 5 episodes left. I heard it was 9 episodes. You guys noticed that wasn't the same Sabretooth voice from the old show. The old voice was dope. Yeah, you know what? I didn't notice that, but now that you mention it, I'm gonna go back and watch it again. The
Is
old
it?
voice sounded Rowdy Piper. I got you.
Yeah,
Sounded
I was
like the
gonna say
Rowdy
I
Piper song.
think the actor that played the old voice is passed.
That yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. I'm sure a
Yeah.
lot of those actors are passed away.
Oh, but
You know what I mean?
I like that they dropped Sabretooth's kid's name. I like that little
Yes,
Easter egg that they dropped.
yes,
They had some nice Easter eggs, but
yes.
again, is that an Easter egg or is that pointing us in the direction of where we're going? Because if then that's going to point us in the direction where it's going, then that shifts some of our theories.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, so I thought it was, like I said, it was a pretty decent episode. I, I hope we get back to where we were. Right? I don't want any more of these like little one-off episodes. Can
Right.
build up to what you're going to at the end now, but we had to get Wolverine and his adamantium back, so I understand that. But needs to get back on. You guys like morphin? Oh,
Oh, that shit
100%.
was sick. Yeah.
100%.
Being Spider-Man, like I love that he's morphing and who he's morphing into on top of that.
Yes,
It's
yes.
absolutely sick how he's totally bringing
For
in
a
the
for a second, I was like, "Oh, Puck," and I was like, "Oh, we're getting X Alpha Force," and then I was like,
yes.
"Oh, it's Morph." My bad, my bad. I was like getting excited for a second there, but yeah, I love the way he's morphing into these other characters. I think it's fire what they're doing with him. When he morphed into Spider-Man and then jumped
Yes.
on the wall and stuff, I was like, "Yeah, that's lit. That's
Because
lit."
what's the next movie that's coming? So I like the
Yes,
little I
yes,
love the little Easter
absolutely.
eggs.
100%. So they're doing a good job with it. 100%. I just hope they keep up the momentum because it's the best Marvel animation they've done so far. It's the best.
Absolutely.
You know, so I hope they keep that up. Jen, tell the people where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Nerdy AF. You can also find me on Sci-Fi Vision, Real Cinema Therapy, and of course, right here on Big Afford Entertainment.
Absolutely, guys. Make sure to check us out because, like I said, we got the X-Men Roundtable coming up. We got a From Jeopardy we're gonna do, and then I'm trying to put together a Star Trek Jeopardy too as well, and all kinds of stuff. So I know Danny was like this week, and I'm like, no, not yet, Danny. I don't have all the questions yet, so it'll probably be next week Friday. So I got a few players, extra players to come on to it if they want to do it. LDG will be here. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good one. So get your Star Trek knowledge up.
Yes. I have a cheap friend.
Yes, absolutely. You can use your cheat friend 100%. It could be a team, you and him there, and answering the questions. I have no
Yep.
problems with that.
I know like some 1990s Star Trek. I haven't kept up with any of it, but it's okay because my other
Okay.
half, he know it all. So he was just upstairs watching. I was like, see? He's like, what do you expect? I love this. And I'm like, you know it. You know everything Star Trek.
Okay, so you're good. Because it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of old Star Trek too as well, right? So
Yes.
yeah, so you guys will be good. I can't wait to see who wins that. I want to know. I was thinking about. I'm like, I want to know who the biggest Star Trek geek is. All right, I want to know who it is. So we're gonna find that one out. But guys, I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.
New world coming, and it's just around the